This is the first week in about 2 months that it's not going to be over 100 degrees in my city. Just want to let
Hmm.
that. It's been so freaking hot, which does in turn affect my ability to game. And I will say that weather is the biggest contributor to how long I can play a game. If it's cold, I'm cuddled up. I'm happy. If it's
What's
hot,
the what's the learning? What am I gonna learn from this story here?
that if I have a lot of games to review during the summertime, more often than not, they're not gonna get reviewed. Well, on time,
Welcome to Noisy Pixel After Hours, where we don't review games.
on time, at least.
Anyway, yeah, at least I'm jealous of your dry heat, because over here we just
Ooh,
get
that human.
humid. You can't even breathe. Like you're just breathing water.
You don't
It
deserve
is so
that.
dense.
You don't deserve that.
I don't think anybody deserves that, but it's the life I chose.
I don't
The
always have
weather
That
is
one to two
really
hours.
nice in the fall here,
that's
and like the
honestly
spring.
how it is in like Florida too. It's disgusting.
I hate Florida.
Today was pretty hard because this morning I Bailey over the weekend put out or he wrote that Fate Fate Stay Night remastered review. Um he wrote it over the weekend, but I was doing so much over the weekend in terms of like fuck, I'm playing this game that is so insane. It comes out this month. I won't give it away, but it is so fucking like mind blowing that anybody could like it's a fine game, but there's no way to make sense of it. It is like and it's one of those games where it's not making any sense, so you like want it to make sense and you keep playing it. Lo and behold, I find out it's like over 60 hours long and I'm just like stuck in this like
Oh yeah,
have you ever seen like that David Lynch um movie?
probably not.
Mm, everything's based on it. That one TV show. Um Fuck, I'm gonna look it up and then everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, you should have known." TV
I should have known. No, I
Twin
don't know.
Twin
I don't
Peaks.
watch any
Twin
pop
Peaks.
culture.
It's like Twin Peaks, where just like constantly. I want to make a video on it where I'm just like, how the fuck did I get here? Well, I don't know. How the fuck did I get here? I don't know. Why is that? Who cares? It's just like you're just playing a game. Uh, very interesting. Um, So I was playing that all day Saturday. Like my friends invited me out. I said no. I played it literally till 1 o'clock. I played it from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. It was like one of those play
Are you
sessions.
technically playing this game? Are you
I'm re-
watching it?
oh no,
Isn't it a visual novel? Are you
no, it's
reading?
not.
Are you
It's
playing?
not a visual
No,
novel.
it's not.
It's
Oh,
it's one
okay.
of the bigger games that are releasing this week or this
Oh.
this month. But I'll say nothing more.
Oh.
So I did that. I literally did that all weekend and then played a little bit of what I have a preview going out tomorrow, and that's why this episode will probably just be an hour long. I have to still there's like 3 videos that I need to edit still tonight. Two of them still need 3 of them still need audio. and
Nice.
yeah, so I'll be up till like 11. I also have to watch The Bachelorette, so I'll, I'll
Talk
be
about
doing
a to-do list.
yeah,
Boomch.
I'll be doing it. I'll be
You
doing
know,
it in
he's doing
between.
it all, folks.
So after this recording, I'll try to bust out the audio, and then 2 of them need to be edited still. But I think it's 2 previews and a review. I'll look, but stuff's coming out tomorrow morning. Be aware. Anyway, this morning I woke up and Bailey did the Fate Stay remastered or Fate Stay Night remastered visual novel review. Woke up at 7 a.m. and had to fucking do that because I didn't know it was like a 2,000 word review too. So I'm
Yeah, we
like,
talked about it last
yeah,
night.
I was like, oh shit. I like woke up at 7. I could have did it last night. I could have did it, but I was getting ahead in the game that I'm previewing for tomorrow, and I was like, I should probably just focus on this. I could bust this out in the morning. Then I saw that it was 2,000 words, and I was like, God damn it. So I woke up, did the audio, and then just kind of just spent the morning like slowly like editing it while I was writing about other stories and like doing my other work.
Yeah, I was under the impression that I was gonna edit it, but then I just kind of woke up to you. You're like, "Oh, I'm doing it right now, rendering,
Oh yeah, yeah,
rendering."
yeah. I'm still down. Like I'm still down to edit stuff. Um, like you'll know. I'll try to give you at least like 12 hours notice if I'm gonna need you on a day that I don't normally need you. And then if it's like anything less, like don't ever go out of your way to like you in retrospect, never go out of your way if it's not a day that we don't agree on. But like never feel like you have to, I mean. But also do go out of your way.
I don't know how to not like. I don't know if I'm tasked with something. I'm not gonna. I just don't know how to half-ass things. If that's what you're trying to say, we don't half-ass things at Noisy
Yes,
Pixel.
yes,
We
yes.
do things at 101% every time.
There's
So
there's been times I've half-assed stuff and it never turns out the way I always look back at it and be like, fuck, I half-assed that. Like there's been there there's been a couple rushed reviews and I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I know that there has been rushed reviews where like I tried writing it so fast that I literally forgot to write about an entire section of the game. So
I feel
I
like that just happens in regardless.
yeah, like I did the I wrote the review and I put it out and I no one's called me out on it or anything. These aren't things that people call me out on. I just realized, fuck, why the fuck did I talk about that? Because it was like such a unique experience. Sometimes some of those stories aren't meant for reviews. I know there was some dialogue earlier this year on the Elden Ring review. I know Kotaku put out a review that was more of a story than a review, and there's some debate on to whether like reviews should be written that way or as like a product of like judging whether somebody should buy the game or not. And I will say that I think it's a little bit of you need a little bit of both. And I think the problem with that review is that it went too far personal. It felt like just like a blog entry, where I
Hmm.
think that it's possible to write a review, put a little bit of yourself in it, and still properly describe what you're reviewing. I think when you make it too personal, everyone's like, "Whoa, dude, I just came here to like see if I
Yeah,
should
learn
buy this
about the game.
Yeah, I didn't come here.
Yeah,
I didn't come here to read about you getting bullied. Like that sucks. That sucks.
yeah,
But I remember
and that's why I'm sad. This
I
game.
I remember Nat one time did a review on it's on the website for Stillwater or Water Deep or something like that. And then just went into like this weird like introspective like journey like then it felt like I was in the water alone. And I was like reading and I was like, whoa, it's like am I getting a little like, am I in someone's diary right now? Like, do I need to like do I need to get
Yeah,
out
hit
of
the
here?
X button on this window
Yeah,
here.
fuck, dude. Like, I just came
Yeah.
here for a review on a game that's like, so I didn't want to like come out with needing therapy. I just wanted to play a video game.
Yeah, for sure. I think it would be silly if it didn't have obviously your voice in it. It
That's
has to
yeah.
come from within. But
There's
yeah,
thing
I don't need to hear your life story.
there's things I say like I say sure a lot, or I'll say like that said, or I'll say like there's a lot of like weird
Yeah.
mannerisms. You'll know when it's my writing. I think it's like
Like
oh
sure, yeah, we
yeah
get to do this, but this
yeah.
sucks.
And on that note, everyone, thank you all for coming in. This is Noisy Pixel After Hours. a little show we like to do every day at 5 p.m. PT after the workday is over, where we go over some news and we just talk about stuff. Working on a website. Today we're gonna go over the news, which is pretty light because it's event season. So as like Anime New York and our Anime NYC and Comic Con and Gamescom and PAX are all happening. You'll see a lot less like big announcements, but there's some stuff that we need to talk about. I will say I'm gonna do a little switcheroo here. One of the biggest news from this morning is that Tango Gameworks is back from the grave. Krafton intends to continue the Hi-Fi Rush IP. Um, there's like okay, like you know how they say when you're talking like when you're in an argument or you're like you're trying to get people to agree with you. Have you compared the performance? I'll get to this question right now after this tangent. You know when
You have to say that again.
yeah, you know when you get like like you're trying to prove your point. So you don't say something in order to like make people more agree with you. So you leave something out. Like you're trying to like change you're trying to
Yeah, you're
prove
lying basically.
yeah, you're trying to prove Whole Foods is a good company and you just don't talk about Amazon owning them. Like, you know? It's like yeah, so stuff like that.
Oh,
So
I didn't even know that. Yeah.
so like there's like so Krafton uh they also do they do PUBG. But what people aren't talking about is them totally fucking up the Callisto protocol and like them ruining whatever that was supposed to be due to like uh deadlines and budget. But like you'll see people on Twitter just like congratulating this move of Krafton buying Tango Gameworks and being like, "Yeah, they're the owners of PUBG." Oh, okay, so they have one good game. Name one other. You've never even heard of Moonbreaker. I'll tell you that. Terra, I guess you've heard of Terra, but I heard that's not doing too well. So they have one good game and Terra. So why are we like so stoked that they bought Tango Gameworks? Like that doesn't scream like oh, this is so like okay, sure, we can get another Evil Within and we most likely would because they did the Callisto Protocol and that's kind of in the same vein. But yeah, I mean cool, but I just noticed that the whoever is talking about it to get their community, like you'll have like the woke community super happy that oh in a like you have far left being like oh a new company is like bought and you have the far right being like uh they saved it from Microsoft who didn't know what to do with it and all this stuff and I was like no
Yeah.
I think they knew. I think Tango Gameworks as a developer lost all of their huge names and the Microsoft is like, "Well, we don't. We just lost everybody that like made the Resident Evil guy and that other designer that was there. They just lost they left like a while ago and okay, like what do we need this developer for? I think closing down Tango Gamesworks is their only option because sure they had these IPs, but they didn't have the creators to actually create games based off of them. And so I think out of respect for the creators, well, good job Microsoft. That's my middle stance. Now DJ No Good,
All right.
you say, have you compared the performance of Renatus between the Switch, PS5, PC? I have only played Renatus on the PS5, but I think it's out in Japan, so I'm sure you can. We have some stuff coming out for Renatus. We worked with the developer on some stuff, um, but but what did I say? We have some stuff coming up on Renatus. Oh, but it's post launch, so it was kind of weird to like navigate some of those opportunities, but I think we managed. So in the next couple of weeks leading up to like TGS and stuff, we have some things coming out, especially after PAX. Oh, if you saw if you saw NIS America's PAX lineup, you guys, we're all gonna be eating good on this channel. All right, like just be prepared
Oh damn.
for some good stuff. For some good stuff.
Good old NP coverage. We got some
Mushy,
plans.
Mushy says you bring up a younger creative. Xbox needs more games, not less. Oh, I agree, and I think that's what they tried to do with Hi-Fi Rush. Didn't they like put a new They put a new developer. I don't know his name. I'm sorry. He,
We got some plans for what did you just say? Yeah, NIS America, is that what you said?
yeah. Well, they'll be there. They're showing Daybreak 2. This is him, John Jonas. They like brought him up as a creative director, and he fucking killed it. Knocked it out of the fucking um, knocked it out of the park with Hi-Fi Rush, and that's it. That's his legacy. Mushy says excited for new
He'll be back.
Phantom Break. Are you like, dude? Okay, so Mushy on Phantom Breaker, they had it. They had the new one at Anime Expo. They would not let me record gameplay of it. Um, I asked, they would not let me record. It's an early version, I guess. But the remastered Phantom Breaker. I don't know if that's what you were referring to. I know you wrote Phantom Break, but I'm talking about Phantom Breaker. Um, what other news do we got?
Hit that website.
Yeah, you know what? I actually didn't watch this trailer. For Muv-Luv Tactics, the SRPG with confining goals. Phantom Break. SRPG.
Let me see.
Phantom Break.
Phantom Breaker, Phantom Break.
Thanks, Bailey. Fact checker Bailey in the house.
Phantom Break.
Phantom Brave. Um, I did play Phantom Brave. That game's fun. You know, you know. I think, like, have we been so consumed as video gamers to rely too heavily on like automated options?
Automated options for can you be more specific? I need some insight here.
Just for like games, like I feel like they have auto battle, they have speed up.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
I think
Well,
it
like
does.
if games need like a speed up, then like why is it so big and empty then? Like why is there I don't know.
I
Like
think I think I like Phantom Brave, or I like Phantom Brave, but I feel like its systems are so lengthy because you basically have to. It's an RPG where you have to like take possession over items, and then you can turn those into monsters, and then it's just a very long game.
yeah, I guess if like I mean some people enjoy like the auto stuff just cuz it's like something to think about during a long day, I guess. You don't have to like you don't have to like sit and do it to get like satisfaction out of it, but like then
Hmm.
again, are you even I don't know. I feel like I'm not playing a game at that point. I'm just like playing decision chess throughout my day, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. I know people that are really into like AFK 2, and they just play for like 10 minutes, and they feel so validated and so like happy afterwards. It's a different type of gamer. It's very strange. I can't. I really.
The
I don't
professional,
understand.
the 9 to 5er.
Yeah, the person with like two kids at home, and
Yeah.
and a
Quick play battle, throw the phone
casserole,
and
a
take care of the
casserole in the
kids.
oven.
Casseroles in the oven. Kids are crying.
Kids are
Your auto
crying.
battler deck is running out of time.
You
You
know,
better respawn your deck, man.
that's where like you'll just sit. That's in that situation. I would just sit in the bathroom for like 2 hours.
What?
My
Pretend
office.
pretend you're busy
Yeah,
in there
pretend I'm
and just
busy.
auto battle.
Just auto battle. Let's watch AFK. Or AFK. Muv-Luv Tactics. Oh, it's just pictures. Okay, gameplay.
What,
No
what are you
gameplay.
doing with your bathroom
There's
phone time?
no gameplay.
No gameplay for the Muv-Luv.
Um. Oh, it's gonna be a Kickstarter. Muv-Luv is like really into like the Kickstarter stuff, but I don't know. I don't know. When I think I'm like falling into the realm of stop trying to make Muv-Luv happen. Like release a game already. They keep talking about they've they've announced like 3 or 4 projects. One of them's like this 3D action game. Another one's like this visual novel continuation of alternative. And I'm like, another one is a collection of side story. It's just like chill for a second. What the fuck is Muv-Luv again? Like I think
What is that game?
that's what needs to be addressed. They need to make a game, preferably action adventure, that goes over the original story and can lead people into the visual novel through the alternative scenario. Because the problem with Muv-Luv is that there's so many that are in Japan and there's so many here and there's so many stories that are locked behind like little collections and no one knows the reading order unless you're like a huge Muv-Luv fan, and in that you're probably just a huge fan of politics in general because that's all Muv-Luv is. Um, but yeah, this is they need to chill. They need to just do an action adventure, start over, remind people again what the fuck is Muv-Luv, and then we can go, and then we could do the SRPG. You know, because even Square Enix launching their own SRPG for like that stupid that dumb fucking game that they released. It wasn't dumb. Dealfield Chronicles. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But yeah, like our Project Triangle. You know, like what the fuck is that?
Beats me, man.
Like, if they have the balls to do that, Muv-Luv could re fucking boot the series with an action game, just to get us all on the same page. I just need to know what Muv-Luv is again because there's a few timelines. Everyone really likes alternative. The alternative timeline is everyone's favorite, but that wasn't even the intended timeline. That's how fucked up this story is, Mark. That's how fucked up Muv-Luv story is.
Tell me more.
Let's move on. Which on the Holy Night achieves over 3,000 Steam user reviews? What a flex
Where are you reading this?
on the
Where?
website.
Oh.
Good for you. Which on the Holy Night, visual novels are making a comeback, and I
I
don't
don't think
even.
they ever left.
Well, I
I
don't
don't
think
think
these
they ever
people
left.
do they actually read the visual novel? Does everyone actually like, or do they just buy it and be like, yeah, I bought it to support the cause of my
You
weed?
know what? That's a good question. What do you do with your visual novel? You know, do you fast forward? Are you read every sentence kind of person
Ooh,
or
good question. So I did hear. I went to a GDC conference once. There's like a panel on like how to make narrative games, visual novels, and how to make them like how to write them. And there was a section of the talk that was like when you're writing a game, when you're writing a visual novel, you have to assume that the reader is fast forwarding through a lot. And you need to write this story to where if they fast forward, they can they can grasp after 5 minutes, they can still pick up on what's going on in the story even after fast forwarding through it. And if they pick up reading, they can quickly get back into the story. And the way this is done is in visual novels, they'll reiterate a lot of stuff. They'll like say the names of people a lot. They'll remind uh characters of what they're doing and why they're doing it often, or they'll call back to previous stuff to remind the player of like, and Japanese visual novels have mastered this. This is something that's been curated and created for years in Japan, but in the West, I don't think they know that. I don't think that Western developers for visual novels understand that, and they just think, nope, everything is like Bible in this writing, and that's why Western writing is a lot more. It's shorter, one, because they don't have to rely on constant re-exposition. So it's not going to be 50 hours. It's going to be like 6-7 hours max. But it also doesn't have the staying power that visual novels have. You don't have if when you spend 50 hours in this world, you get a little more attached to it. Um but it really depends. After you read so many, you know when like a stupid scene is. Like I'll fast forward through sex scenes now. I don't remember the last sex scene that I've sat through. They're really
What
boring.
an honorable man you are.
They're really boring. I hate the ones where they make you like press on when to come. You gotta.
Oh God.
It has like a countdown, and it's like, do you do it now or later? And I was like, God damn it, just get it over with. But then the next question always is where, and I was like,
Oh my God, I had no idea.
um,
Beyond my knowledge. Now I know.
a lot of Sakai
Press to come.
a lot of Sakai Project games, Mushi. I think Ditzy Demons Are in Love with Me has that feature in it. Um, yeah, so especially the comedic ones, they do write them so that you can fast forward through scenes. Um, and in the event that I did fast forward through a scene that I didn't particularly care about, I will, if I need to, go back in the text chat and text log. But in all actuality, you just get good. You get good at reading visual novels, and if you're trying to be the max like go-to person, knowledgeable person, you can read it back to front, front to back, go on Twitter and then just like spew all the knowledge, like, or you can be like me and get the cliff notes, like there's some visual novels that you can't do that with, and that's just your call. If it's a comedic sex hentai, like, those are both the same words, I guess, kind of.
Who's
But
really laughing?
well, they're funny. But like, I don't need to hear every joke to know that a visual novel's funny. I'm just trying to get to where this story is ultimately going. Um, I
Ooh,
agree, Mushy.
rants. The
Rants
good
is
old
a good
rants.
one. The great thing about Rants is that even after playing the fan patches, and like, I've fast forwarded through a lot of those story scenes before in Rants, but replaying them through the remastered releases, I'm actually reading them, and I missed a lot of humor and a lot of jokes. Rant sucks though as a person, but he's just one of those guys that you just like.
Yeah,
One of those friends that
I
hangs.
remember that game early on
Oh
in
yeah,
Lazy Pixel career. Yeah,
covering
I
rants.
remember like him jumping up on the blocks or something like that, and like some girl's trying to punch him off like this tower. I don't know.
No, that's Catherine.
Is
We
that
did,
Catherine?
yeah, we did Catherine remastered. I think one or like
You
on
sure that?
Switch.
You sure? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I do remember rants though. Maybe I'm confusing them.
You had to
Speaking
remember
of
rants.
Dizzy Demons though, what's that black thing on the floor behind you? I'm very curious. Is this like the biggest keyboard on planet Earth, or is this a pair of pants on your floor? On your It's the other side. What is that
Oh,
thing?
that? It's the
Yeah,
top
what
of
is
it.
that?
It's the top of. Wait, that right there?
Yeah, it's a car spoiler. What is that?
Oh, see, the viewers cannot see what's down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
S-
damn, you
So,
playing me.
yeah, so you're getting a different camera angle than everyone else.
Oh, ooh,
Down there though,
that's so special of you.
it's top of a chair. It's like the the covering for a
Yeah.
I had a I guys,
Just know that I get the top-down angle of
I'm
Azario, everybody.
35 years old and I have a fucking massage chair, and that is the top of it, if you or the like cover, if you must know.
Nice. Dude, I'm proud of
On
you.
more news. Goddess of Victory, Nikki revealed an Evangelion crossover is on the way. I thought that they already had an Evangelion crossover, but I think it was Tower of Fantasy that did the Evangelion thing. Um, but this is the Shift Up game, the developer of Stellar Blade. So this is their mobile game. It's like a action shooter. It's very sexy. So I'm kind of curious to see how they approach the Evangelion IP. Very jiggly physics. The trailer is not what I wanted it to be. It's just kind of a teaser.
Gods of Victory.
Yeah. This this is one of my favorite Tim and Eric um bits if anyone for anyone watching. Um Dragon Ball Project Multi was announced. I honestly have no idea what this game is. I don't even know if I've heard about this game until now, but evidently it's a Dragon Ball game. These pictures tell me that, like, what the hell is going on in
Looks
this?
like Mario Party for Dragon Ball Z. That's what.
Yeah, why is this green? This is this a game board?
I don't know,
There's
but why isn't there a game board game of Dragon Ball Z? Now that I'm thinking about it, this is exactly what I need.
there has to be like a the developer is
Remember like the Budokai 2?
Genbaron.
You ever play Dragon Ball Z Budokai games? Like on the second game,
Oh yeah,
they
that's
had
why I'm
little like
so
little
that's why
egg dudes.
I'm so in I'm well, I never played 2. I played a lot of 3. And 3 you got the Dragon Balls.
Three is the one you fly around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that one. I'm sorry to say.
Wait, is 2 the one where you're in the menus and you find like there's a lot of menus and you just go through all the menus and
I mean, there's always menus, but like two is the one the story mode. Like you're the little dudes with like the springs, and you're like bouncing around the
oh
board.
yeah, 3 is the one I did.
I don't really remember the first one.
The the developer developed One Piece World Seeker. Hmm.
Hmm. Enough with One Piece.
What a strange developer. Ganbarion is a Japanese video game company founded on August 13th, 1999. Their function is the development of home video game software. Two of Ganbarion's major clients are Bandai Namco and Nintendo. Their most notable works are based off of popular manga and anime. One Piece, Jumpstars, Pandora's Tower.
The
Whoa!
popularity of One Piece is crazy.
I know. I'm gonna stop.
Everybody, all my friends like One Piece. All my friends like anime now. Like they went from 0 to 100 with anime in the last 2 years. I'm sure other people can relate to my statement right now, but the only anime I've seen other than like Pokemon and things like that in childhood was I've watched the first season of Attack on Titan, and I liked it a lot, and then I've never continued. I've actually
You ended on a high note.
I did see like the first episode of what was it, Death Note or whatever. I like the concept of Death Note, but like you're gonna have to peer pressure me to sit me down and make me watch television. I just can't. Like I can't stomach just sitting.
Well,
Maybe if
I
I like listen
yeah,
to it, but I don't know.
that's the problem. Even when I'm watching television, I have my laptop and I'm like writing while like I
I
have to.
just feel like you're not paying attention to the TV enough. You're like probably
I
not paying
see, I
attention to
see.
the writing enough. It's like
Yeah,
you're not
you
even
got
getting
to
the
get
most out of it either.
Where are you committed fully?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
I don't like that divided brain. Like I mean, I can multitasking, but like that's a whole nother. I feel like you're talking about like two different things here. Like that
Yeah.
multitasking is like you're actively distracting yourself from something you're trying to do. So like you're in between being lazy and being I don't know. I can't focus like that. I can't do audiobooks. I can barely I can barely do long form podcasts. I like get bored after 20 minutes. I gotta hit like listen to a new clip. You
Huh.
know, I
Yeah,
gotta feel like I gotta
that
get a new piece of
I think
information.
that's why I like the clips too. Is that like they really help those times where you don't have any where you can't pay attention. You're like, nah,
Yeah, I'm not
just
a
give me the
real guy
just.
though either.
You don't like reels either?
No, I like I told you I'm like the weirdo that likes like I like 10 to 20 minute like Facebook video content kind of like that's where I'm at
That's so
because
weird.
it's just like I don't have to search for it. It's not a reel, but it's not like 3 hour long like content that I get sucked into.
That's
I
so
like it.
weird.
I don't like searching for my content either. Like
We did
YouTube requires searching,
we did
I think.
Fate Stay Night remastered review. Bailey did it. Put it out this morning. Um,
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Gave it a 9. You know, we're gonna have just so the viewers of this I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do a Fate Stay Night giveaway. The remastered. I don't know how, but expect it either tomorrow or Wednesday. Just make sure you're following us on Twitter. Um, I wrote this in. Bailey doesn't know.
He knows now.
Yeah, I wrote something else stupid. it's like it's like fate had other plans. Like I'm just like the worst. I was like my joke was the worst fate puns ever. You know, like like how how un
Wait, hey.
how ununique. I know nobody thinks this way. I know it's just me, but these are the small joke victories that I need in my life on a daily basis to
Just
get
sneak
through.
one in there.
Yeah, to sometimes
Yeah.
I'll do like
Sorry.
I'll do like song lyrics or like something fun cuz yeah.
Yeah, I like that box.
It's like fate had other plans.
I love putting little jokes in that box, like little puns and stuff.
Me too. I think when we first brought it, I had some writers that were like, "Hey, that doesn't really make sense what you wrote," and I was like, "Man, I got so used to thinking nobody read them that I just like started to write. There was a time where I was just writing like the most random things in the boxes, and I think someone called me out. I was like, "Fuck."
Damn,
In like
that
every
sucks.
time I forget like a platform. Oh man, there's like 7 people in there. It's on Xbox too.
Yeah,
Okay,
dude, that's the worst.
whoa, dude, I can't go and fucking change the Xbox. I don't think I've ever read that box that I. Thanks, but
You'll read it
no,
every time now.
now you'll read it every time. It's like what the fuck did us?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
what
What are
secret
they writing this
message?
time?
Secret message is Azario and Mark trying to give me.
Subliminal messaging, like you
I'm
gotta
trying to think.
figure out the metaphors we're writing.
You'll know that Mark edited it when there's a better when there's a better intro. When like I'll just do one video and then into the I'll do one clip into the you do like music and you set up the gameplay really good. I like that way a lot better. Sometimes I'll try to do it if I have time, but most of the time I'm just not that creative about
You're talking about the intros because honestly, I don't see like too much of a difference between our intros in terms of the footage we choose. But
I'm
I
talking like
appreciate you saying that.
first 30 seconds. It's like
Oh, like the beginning of the
you'll
video.
do you'll do a video and then you'll do
Yeah,
a transition to more to like 3 or 4 clips of the
yeah.
game.
You do that too, no?
No, I don't.
Well, you should.
I
You can also tell.
I have done
I
it
feel like you
before.
do it.
Well, no, I
Yeah,
have done
yeah.
it on like big games. Big games I'll do it. Big games I'll like
Yeah.
I'll
A big
stop.
classical music drop, and then it's like Azario edit. He's like, "Dude, I made the sickest video today."
Yeah, it's only like 20 seconds, but I'm like, look at how the action's going with
Look how
the
the
music.
music lines up the music. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I just said the same thing twice, I think, but you get my point.
Yeah. I'm there with you.
It's
You get
funny. I
small
mean, if you just
victories.
listen for my audio blends, like I actually blend the audio down, like and blend it up, blend it
Oh,
down.
you know what? Also, you use the asset that says noisy pixel. I don't use that asset. I turn that down really
I mean,
low.
you could delete it. I mean, it's low on mine too. It's just
No,
not
but
that
you could
low.
hear it on yours. You will not. You'll never. You won't hear it on mine.
You gotta step up your volume game, your keyframe. You
I
gotta
do it on
keyframe that
purpose.
volume.
I make that
That's
distinction
disrespectful.
I make that distinction purposely.
I
At
take that
least
personally, to be honest
capitalize
with you.
fate.
You literally silence me. You put duct tape over my mouth every video.
Stop talking. I used to get there was a time where when we first started, people would make fun of my voice a lot. Um uh
Oh, he's back.
Not cool, Victor. The best excuse for getting roasted
The mic.
is I
The
did it on
mirror.
purpose. You're absolutely right. Lean into it. I try to lead it like what the fuck, dude? Like sometimes, on that, Victor, I've done it to where like I didn't even need to do it for the person. We're just like they'll just be talking and I'll just like to help them save face, I'll just take it on the chin. Like I'll just be like I'll be the butt of the joke. And sometimes I think that in some circles people think, "Oh, that's just the butt of the joke guy." And then someone who is way out of their league thinks that they could just like try roasting me in front of everyone. I'm like, "Whoa, dude,
No.
this person can roast me."
Not you.
Or I'll take it on the chin for this person, but
Yeah, you better watch yourself there, buddy. Your
yeah.
relationship's on the fritz with me right now.
If you're like if you're a good person or you just mean well, I usually will go to bat for you as much as I can in terms of like helping you save face, keeping the conversation light. I'll put that effort forward, but definitely choosy. But yeah, the best excuse for getting roasted is like, dude, I did it on purpose. Like, don't like I'm not actually like that. Like, I'm just yeah. Anyway, Rider shot, Shiryu, my beloved Shuru. I googled how to pronounce that word, and it was so early in the morning that I didn't really care. Um, how do you pronounce it? Shiryu, Shiru, Sheru.
I don't know, man. Why are you getting called out right now? Is that what's going on?
I've been called
Oh
out.
no, Bailey's
Um,
calling you out.
no, I mean, everyone
The
has a right.
YouTube comments were calling. I don't think people were calling you out.
Um, yeah, a couple people did on my Fate Stay
Wow,
Night remastered review.
I can't believe them.
We can go look
The
at the comments right
disrespect.
now. Um, well, I did say that I didn't play the game and that I pronounced his name wrong. This
Forgiveness.
person says, I want to do better. No shit, this channel just rips off other channel reviews a week later, hence why this channel repeats the same misinformation I've seen on other reviews.
I mean, aren't we embargoed on that?
Okay, this guy says,
Just
I
a
like
bot.
Noisy Pixel, but if the reviewer actually played the game, they would have known how to pronounce. Did
Ooh,
did he read my
it's like
comment? It's like they stop reading and then they just comment. Reviewer writes the written review. Narrator who hasn't played the game. Thank you. Thank you.
I was about to say, did they not read the narrated by Azario Lopez
Man,
insert in the beginning? They don't
no
read the
shit.
little box. They don't
Oh,
read
this
the intro
review
cards.
this
They're just asking for terrible time in the comment
I
section. To be
know.
honest with you,
DC Fat Cat, we need your backup in these comments because these
if I
guys
don't have DC Fat Cats like
seal of approval.
at seal of approval against the hater in there every time, I'm actually just gonna delete the channel. To be honest with
This channel just rips off.
you, I'm just gonna delete the channel.
Uh, well, since no one got this, since review codes didn't get sent out until today, August 12th, 2020. We are one of the few who bought the game. Oh, and viewers, that's why we are giving the Steam code away because we got the game code for review, but we already reviewed the game. So instead of like us like fighting over it, we just like to give these codes away. So that's a little behind the scenes for you. We are one of the few who bought the game. Review codes didn't. Fucking bitch. Sorry. Okay. Okay, what other people have to say? Yeah, I get it. Shiro. What the heck is Shiro? Do the reviewers ever send you phonetic pronunciation? Rider Sharp, yes, but mostly for Chinese games only because Chinese words are really hard to pronounce. Yeah, sometimes they do. I don't think anyone expected me to fuck this up. I think I
uh,
really did myself. I really raised the bar on words I could mispronounce.
see, it's only expected at this point. People just the haters just don't know you. They just if they're commenting that stuff, they just don't know you. They don't know you
Yeah,
well enough.
I don't know. Shiro. How Shiro? Okay, I could say that. I try to just get too fancy with it. I try to just get too fancy with it.
I mean, it looks like a hard word. I'll give you that. You know.
I agree, but it's pretty silly that it was no problem 20 years ago, but didn't okay, now I don't know this for sure, but didn't Fate Stay Night um didn't Fate Stay Night originally launch without the sex scenes? Yeah. Yeah, the sex scenes didn't so if anything. Oh, that was a trial edition. Oh, the first press limited edition. Oh, the regular edition was 18 plus. Okay. I think I'm thinking of like a key visual novel, one of those that got added like later after launch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Huh.
She said, "Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah."
I remember them being like key level bad too. Um so oh, Rider Sharp is yeah, I think Little Busters is it. I've never even read the 18 plus version of Little Busters. I don't want to get sent to jail.
Little Buster. I'm gonna Google it. I'll get sent to jail. What is this?
Well, Little Busters is good.
Oh, I'm scared.
Little Busters is a good uh, visual novel. It's just they're just young.
Oh.
I mean, even the Fate series has Elia, which I used to I used to think it was cool to watch.
Bugzario.
Oh shit. Anyway, um we're doing a what's this called? Comment review.
Live stream.
Live stream comment review. No H content. Everyone wants the H content.
Everybody needs a little H.
I was very interested in this game, especially after watching Fate Zero, but man, it was too long for my. Yeah, I think. I think I have the PSP one. Yeah. Uh, good review. Rip bug sprite RNG at launch. That was scary. It did get fixed. Um, what else happened today?
I don't know. I mean, I could tell you that I certainly didn't fall asleep till 6 in the morning. I think I told you, but just like I had a wedding shoot um this past weekend that was on Saturday. So like by the time I got home and like situated, I mean either way I'm going to bed at like past 2 a.m. But like whatever reason I got sucked into editing Noisy Pixel tech review, and then next thing you know it was 4 a.m. So then like by the time I get to bed and lay down and try and like get settled in, I'm like falling asleep at 6. The light is outside the window. I'm stressing out because I'm still awake at this point. Like I'm like trying to sleep. I'm stressed about being awake at that point. I'm just like, oh geez, I really done myself. So the sleep schedule continues. The escapade. I'll keep updating everybody if they keep tuning in every week.
What time do you
When
try
Mark,
to? What time do you try to go to sleep?
I think at this point I don't even enjoy going to bed anymore. I think like when my day is over, I'm like, that sucks. It's like I just want
Mm.
to be like, I just, I don't know. It's just like another thing I got to do to keep myself well. I get it, but I just wish I was a robot sometimes and I
I
could
heard
just,
I heard sleep is the most important thing that you can do.
yeah, I still get my 8 hours plus. It's not like I'm not getting sleep. I just wake up late, stay up late. I'm on that
Mm.
Seattle clock. I'm getting ready mentally for
Oh
that
yes,
PAX
it is.
West
That's
trip.
right.
I've been on
Right.
that.
You
I've
don't
been
want to be
stuck on
sleepy
that
boy.
since last year.
um, I did want to talk about um the possibility of sponsorship deals that we'd have to address with our community before um
Yes. Yes.
moving forward. Um, so
Well, I
in
wonder
order,
how many people are gonna see this.
I'll put a chapter in there. I'll put a we'll clip it. We'll clip it.
Yeah, we
Um,
got some changes. Not, yeah, no, they're not really changes, I guess. Just
they're not even
some new
happening.
news.
I don't even think I should clip it because they're not going to happen like today or tomorrow. Like it's going to be like a month or two from now. You know, like
It's a slow roller. It's only we're 6 years in, and we're just getting here. So
yeah. So to be independent is kind of difficult in terms of we our only monetary gain is through ads. Um, so either you have a couple options, you do full on clickbait, and we just like feed on your rage, and I don't know. It's easy. It's easy shit. I mean, if you want to fucking talk about like how easy it is to get under on people's nerves, man, it is like look at me 10 years ago. I was getting on everyone's nerves. Um, probably still am, but it's it sucks because it makes our team has gotten exponentially smaller since January because of how poorly ads are paying and just upkeep, website upkeep. There's no there's no big money to be made anymore, and that's why you see Game Explain being reduced to one person. A YouTube channel with 1.6 million subscribers is now reduced
Yeah.
to one person because he can't pay two other people. Um,
It's
which
just hard to rely on one source. I think that's what comes to another layer of that. But they're probably relying on just
adds.
game explain to
Well,
survive.
the interesting thing about Game Explain too is that I think they grew up, but they didn't weren't hiring new blood. So as I get older, I'm not gonna be 40 fucking 2 years old at fucking PAX, dude. I'm sorry. Like I'm not gonna be 42 years old walking around with a bunch of children. It's like the 35-year-old at the fucking kids bar. You know, like I'm here at this college bar and I'm 35 years old. I don't need to be there. My time is past. My time has passed. Maybe if we have a Noisy Pixel booth, I'll be there. But I'm not gonna be 42 years old playing hentai games while my kids are fucking trying to go through college. You know, like I like I don't see that like as my 40 years old. Uh, and I think that's where these older websites they hit 39, 40 years old, and it's like, well, we're just doing the same thing we're doing. They fail to really hire on new voices. They failed to really get in new eyes on what's cool, what's being covered, what the where the directions the industry is going, and not just what our colleagues are saying. Because if I followed what my colleagues did, we wouldn't cover Stellar Blade as much as we did. That's probably that. But we would uh we would definitely be in a totally different um area right now. Yeah, I think Retro Doodoo mentioned that let go of bulk of their team too. Yeah, so in our case, where we're going is in the future, we're going to be thinking that the extra, like video essays, video features, um, updates on cool video games that we like. Um, if that's like if that's the direction that we're going to take, that's the direction we're going to take. Um, like 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 a cool indie game comes out, but I'm reviewing 4 games, and this cool indie game needs coverage and whatever, and we have an option for them that's cheaper than another option, and it allows us to pull back and put time into this project, because right now we're just doing everything. Everything is for free. Like our time, our time is the only thing that gets hit, kind of. And sometimes if you're gonna make time for something, well, a little bit monetary gain will help. Because we can't rely on ads. Every visual novel we review, every niche game, I would say every like small indie game review, we do it almost at a loss. Like we've now for the 6 years that Mark and I have been here, we haven't made any money. We make enough to like go pay for plane tickets for these events and hotels and stays for these events, but on the day to day, we're relying on ourselves. And in order to get the channel to a place where that doesn't have to be our reality, where we have to work 2 or 3 different jobs to also do Noisy Pixel. Um, I think doing these sponsorship gigs and expanding our coverage will only help us. The only thing that sucks, I will say, is that to push the narrative, like I guess it sucks. No, the most important thing is to push the narrative that we we care about any game that we do. We are like being sponsored. So you guys are playing hentai VNs now. Um, I think I just reviewed a hentai VN the other day.
Since day one, baby.
um,
Since day one. So basically, I mean, I don't want people to get the impression that we're still going to be reviewing things and like it's not going to be like
yeah, nothing's gonna change.
influence scores or anything like that. There's just going to be certain types of like I guess features or opportunities, hopefully in a feature form where we just make content and there's hopefully some monetary gain to that content, and then that's still separate from the opinionated parts that we do here that do influence other people around us. That's not going to be what we're getting ideally paid for, but we're just looking to survive. And obviously everyone wants to get paid. I don't think anyone wants to work for free their whole life. um but yeah, we all have other jobs. That's unfortunately why I think Game Explain and things like that are happening, where people are kind of like self folding inward because they have all this not collateral, overhead. Whereas we're just kind of like we're all working. We all got our second, third jobs, and that's why we're still here today. So I mean,
Yeah,
luckily we
taking
have that.
taking medium steps, I guess. Well, that's like we're not taking large steps. We're not just invest. We're not like investing everything into like these studios and like day one. We're like we have all this um behind the scenes production and stuff like that. We didn't do it. We didn't go in that way. We didn't buy like a newsroom studio or anything like that. We're definitely
We're just
like
normal guys. We're
yeah
literally just like we met online. I mean, I was working some normal 9 to 5 a design job, and then my buddy's like, "Hey, you want to make art for this black and white HTML gaming page that my other friend knows?" And I'm just like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, it sounds like a cool opportunity." And then like it just I don't know. People I think take for granted how normal of people we are. You know, we're literally just the man next door.
hey,
Um,
we're very approachable, but that's kind of scary. How
I
like
don't think so.
we're just like think of the people that you like. Would you ever just slide into Gary V's DMs and
Yeah.
ask? Have
That's
you?
Gary Vee, though. I mean, you know, maybe not other people, but he seems inviting. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's okay. Well, that's just interesting.
Yeah.
Oh look, I would never. I would. I don't know. I have never. I used to. I looked back and it cringed at some of like. I think I sent like Damon Hatfield like a really nerdy like Twitter message once that I saw going through my old Twitter messages, and it was just like a comment on a game that he talked about on his podcast, and I was like, "Hey, you said this about this game. I think that too," or something like that. He never read it,
Nice.
but like he never responded, and it was like 8 years ago. But like I've met him since, and everything. X people, yeah, sadly, um, yeah. It's so
Lost my train of thought.
well in the future we'll do so you'll be seeing like I'm thinking like months from now you'll be seeing like videos that are like an overview of this game and it's like us doing a preview of a game but highlighting specific things. Oh, there goes my camera. What a great time. An hour and a half in. Um well, that was a good episode.
Yeah, well, it definitely was. I mean, it seems like your camera's still good, unless I don't know. Maybe I'm not live. Yeah, I'm not live. That's
Yeah,
why. There we go. You're
yeah,
gone.
I have 3 videos that I need to work on right now, so um thanks
All right,
everyone for
everybody.
watching.
Yeah,
It's
thank
a
you for tuning in and listening to
thank
us
you,
cry
Bushi. I appreciate
about
you.
how broke we are.
We're broke, but we're changing it. We're switching it around. We're selling our bodies. We're noisy pixel only fans.
Based NP. My boy Arthur, always holding us down.
All right.
Shout out to Arthur, everybody in the chat. But otherwise, this has been Mark. This has been Azario. This has
Bye
been Noisy
everyone.
Pixel After Hours. See you tomorrow? Question mark.
See you tomorrow. Bye.